Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff traded her Pontiac as a down payment for a Toyota. Thing is, she wasn't approved for the loan, and the defendant kept the car, which, by the way, he calls a piece of junk. It's the case of you're a Pontomaniac.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Ms. Collier, you are suing On Your Side, not so much, huh? On Your Side Auto Sales, represented by Joseph Messina. You're the owner?
Yes, I am.
Okay, for $2,000, the value of an '05 Pontiac Aztek that you traded in, and then things went all wrong with this deal. What happened here?
Well, I traded in my 2005 Pontiac Aztek for the Toyota RAV4. I drove off the car with the
For what?
For the Toyota RAV4,
What year?
2008,
All right, now, how old are you?
31.
All right, so you traded it in, you signed that you look so much younger. You traded it in, do you have the paperwork from that trade-in?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me see it. Did you put down any cash or just the car?
Just the car.
Why does it say amount received $1,000 deposit, paid by cash?
That's what he told me to say that. I put an extra $1,000 down, but I didn't.
Why would you tell her to say that?
She didn't give us any cash. She just
They gave me
Okay,
the
so
cash.
why are you giving her a receipt that says that she paid cash?
it was just used to get the finance bought from the bank.
So you tell the bank that you are trying to help her get financed by, that she came in with cash that she didn't come in with. Why don't you just tell the bank the truth that she put down a $2,000 car?
We could have, I suppose.
But why don't you?
We
Now,
just
there's
didn't
gotta be a
write.
reason
We didn't
that-
write it that way. That's
Yeah, but there's a reason. I'm not an idiot, and neither are you, I hope.
no.
So what is the reason? Because
we
they
were
want to see
looking
cash?
We were looking to get some type of deposit out of the customer. She wasn't able to give us anything.
Then don't give her
so-
something that says she did. This is paperwork created that's completely false to try to send it to the finance company. But why is it better to say $1,000 cash than a $2,000
Well, it's
car?
hard when somebody comes in with bad credit and doesn't bring any cash along with them. You know,
So,
if they're coming in with a car.
saying that she brought cash when she didn't would make it more likely for her to get financing.
Correct, yeah.
So we're lying to the finance company in order for her to get financing because it's in your best interest to sell a car. So we're going to lie to the finance company. All right, I got it. So now she applies for financing, and what happens?
So we've got a couple options for financing, and we didn't have very many options for vehicle selection. I gave her a couple cars to choose from. She chose the Toyota RAV4. We contracted the deal with no money down in her trade. She signed over the car as trade, the '05 Pontiac Aztek. We plated her, and we let her drive off the lot.
Right. And so did she have financing for the rest?
She did not. She used a company to get financing for the rest.
But you're the one who gives her the company, right? Like
Correct.
It's a company who you use, who
Correct.
you sent that other stuff to. What ends up happening with that?
Everything gets packaged up, sent over to the finance company, and then they go over the documentation that we supply them. And then they, during wrapping it up, they notice that she has a permit, contacted the dealership and asked why she was submitted with a permit.
Why was she?
Well, we didn't know she had a permit. I think
You don't see their license?
we may have missed the permit situation, but we gave her the opportunity to do two things.
Why do you have a permit?
Yes, I do.
I mean, why don't you have a full license?
Because I had to take the driver's course.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I would have took the 5 hour course already.
Why buy a car before being able to drive alone in the car? You're 31.
I
you
know.
What's it like? What was that about?
Just my dumb mistake.
Okay, but what is it to you? You're a businessman. How old are you?
So I'm 36.
Okay, everybody looks so young to me. I'm getting sick of it. All right, so you're 36. You own a business for how long?
7 years.
All right, and so your answer to me for why you sold a car to someone with a permit.
We have financing for permit drivers.
Okay, well, why don't you do that?
This particular company would allow her to give her some time to either get a road test completed or to have a driver's license co-signer. Then it was not credit involved, just a co-signer to add to the deal.
Yeah, no, there's no credit involved, but just a co-signer who, if she
That
doesn't
has-
pay, is responsible for a $14,000 loan. You say that like, wait, let me see if there's a co-signer in my pocket. Those are hard things to do. So it sounds to me like it's all a you problem where you put it through for financing, it doesn't work. All right, so
We had
why,
three
wait a
other-
second.
Oh.
So why then don't we just end up status quo as we were beforehand, where you return the car to her and that's that? You don't have the deal that you were trying to make.
So if you lie on your finance form to buy a car, you lie about something, is that criminal?
I wouldn't say it's criminal, but I would say it's fraudulent.
What do you say? You think it's criminal?
I think it's criminal, yeah.
Why do you say?
Because that's like lying to someone else
Or
and
stealing?
yeah, basically still.
Okay, what do you say?
I say it's criminal. You're lying on the form saying you have more money than you actually have.
It's like saying you're in the rowing team at college, but you're not.
Correct.
Yeah, going inside the courtroom.
So throughout the 2 weeks that we're waiting to get funded on the deal, her car had already left the lot, gone to auction, and sold.
Again, that sounds like a you problem, doesn't it?
It
Like
does.
you jumped the gun before you knew that the car you sold her was going to be financed by your company that you submitted the
Right.
paperwork.
But we had already gotten 3 other companies to approve her with the permit alone. During
That's
this
great. And her payments were going to be how much more than you had told her?
Similar to what we had arranged.
Similar. What's similar?
$385.
Okay, so according to him, he found companies to get you a similar payment. What was
After
wrong?
he took the RAV4 back and wanted an extra $1,000 for it.
Oh, so then it's not similar, is it? See, she's entitled to same, not similar
We
in
had
your
appro-
eyes.
we had
So
approvals.
how is it that you see? Here's the problem: you strike a deal, and you want all the benefit of it, but none of the detriment. You know, you want to be able to take her car, act like it's yours, even though everything isn't finalized yet with the first finance company in the way that you had represented it would be. And then you find her other finance companies, but she's got to cough up money and all this other stuff. No, that's not the same deal. So who's breaching the contract, her or you?
The contract wasn't completed.
Right, so why did you sell her car? She just wants you to give her car back.
So-
See, that's exact. Bingo! Bingo! The contract wasn't completed, and you sold her car before the contract was completed.
Well, it'll be
He had told
completed
you
when we're
originally that he had
funded on
jumped
the
That he
car,
jumped
right?
it and
He
got
told you, I junked that piece of
and
junk.
got $119 for it.
He got $119. In fact, he gave you a $119 junk check, right?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. And then what did we find out after that? That it wasn't junked.
That wasn't junk. That he sold it to the auction.
That
he
you
was
sold
gonna
it to
try
the
get it
auction. How
back.
much did you sell it to the
I
auction?
never said I junked the car. We had it picked up by the auction. It's sent to auction. It's sold at auction for $250 minus fees.
If the contract wasn't completed, don't get rid of her junky car. Because you see, the blue book value for her car is $2,000.
Okay, can I see it?
No. I'm going to show it to you after I rule.
Okay.
Because nothing you're saying is persuading me that you are dealing in good faith. Nothing. Nothing.
She still could have left with a vehicle.
Okay. Which you seem to think that you own people once they give you their cash or their car or their faith. You don't. You got to do what you said you were going to do. And if you don't, they have a chance to back out. So this, you could have left with a vehicle, just whatever one I shove down your throat on whatever terms I choose, doesn't fly, you see? So you're going to pay her the blue book value of the car, which is about $2,000. That is my ruling. And I'll hand you the blue book value that you should have looked at before you walked in here. Sit here and argue with him.
Well, the defendant is looking at the blue book value. What do you think? What does it say?
I'm looking at a value that doesn't have mileage on here, so I don't know that
But
should
does it
be
give a
accurate.
value?
It does, based on just
What does it say?
the year. 1137 to 2890, so $2,014.
Okay, well, the judge was right. You should have looked it up before you came.
I guess I should have looked at that. Yes.
Yeah, okay. This was not good for you today.
No,
yeah,
that was a
it
little-
made you look pretty bad.
Yes,
you know?
it did. Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Thanks.
You really should be more careful.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Good luck. Tough lesson for you. Ms. Collier, you're smiling. Good for you. Okay?
Yeah, good.
You
Not
don't
everybody
talk very much, do you? You're
No,
very
not
quiet
really.
person there.
Yeah,
All right. You feel better now?
a lot better.
Okay.
Wish we had to go through this though.
Yeah, okay. So what are you going to do about a car now?
Definitely not going to him.
Good for you. Okay. Good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Harvey?
Okay, Doug, short story. The defendant had no right to sell the car as long as the plaintiff has time to complete the contract. The defendant has to wait. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next